I am Wedge. Thank you so much. Hit that like button, slackers. And Tim S. Thank you very much. By the way, a portion of the super chat tonight will go to Mr. Jeff Sills, who is standing by in the newsroom. Let's go ahead and bring him in ever so briefly. Jeff, you are working on resurrecting the, I guess we're calling it the Heron Bird now. Right there.
Yeah, we've changed the name courtesy. You know, you didn't like Ken Bird, so
I didn't hate it, but I like Heron Bird better. So
yes.
You've got a few more things. Rick Halber, I Am Wedge, bunch of others have been donating to get this to happen because you're not a rich man.
No.
And so you're stuck on one part. Is that right? What's the status?
Yeah. So we got all of the parts for the gimbal. And we're waiting on the camera body, and the guys that I bought the gimbal motors from, I guess they misadvertised the fact that it doesn't actually come with two motors. So I ended up paying this price that was only for one of the motors. So we need one last motor, which is the side gimbal motor, because the one that was on the drone, there's a micro-sized tear in the ribbon cable.
Okay, well, if you want an update on the progress, you can go to his channel. He does video updates. And Old Drone Flyer, he says, see, Super Chat gets it done every time. I just saw that go by. Yes, it does, and it will very much help Jeff fix this bird, the Heron Bird, and get it running again. But first, let's get to the news.
Stop the music. It's time for news.
Over in the drone newsroom, with all the news that you'd ever want to know about drones, it's Jeff Sills. What's happening in the world of drones, sir?
All right, so last Thursday, too late for our show to be included, Autel decided that they wanted to raise the stakes with DJI by filing a U.S. Trade Commission argument against the DJI violating the Section 337 of the Tariff Act of 1930, saying that DJI was unfairly competing with the United States drone manufacturers, and that they couldn't compete against them, and also that DJI was using some of their patents. They're trying to ban DJI from being sold in the United States.
Good luck!
That's a strong statement.
Wow. Can you imagine? I mean, the lawyers between those two companies alone, you know what I mean? It's like, in this corner, DJI's lawyers. In this corner, Autel's lawyers. It's going to be a bloodbath.
Good luck in prison.
Yes.
Yeah.
So more to follow on that as it comes out. Next in the news, we have the Millennium Tower in San Francisco is been making a lot of, I guess, news stories because of the fact that it's tilting. And this is not a small tower. This is a really big tower, and the foundation is causing the tower to tilt. And so the building managers decided that they were going to conduct an aerial survey of the structure while the KPIX-5 cameras are rolling, and they got this wonderful footage.
New at 6, yet another problem at San Francisco's tilting Millennium Tower. Our cameras were there as the latest attempt to inspect the sinking skyscraper came to a crashing end.
The pilot says the drone lost its satellite signal. You can see the drone drifting left and hitting a building across from the Millennium Tower. The drone missed several people on the sidewalk, including a little boy, by about 10 feet. The pilot had to launch the drone from 3 different locations, blaming interference with his GPS and satellite signals. On the 3rd try, he says he was able to get footage of the cracked window before the drone crashed.
I got to tell you, first of all, if you're a professional drone operation, don't go to the job in camouflage cargo pants. Okay? Just don't. Did you see that dude? Camouflage cargo
Yeah.
shot. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but if you want to convey yourself as a professional, don't do that.
Yeah.
It's a professional.
They don't do that. Yeah. So it's a good thing that nobody was hit on the ground, but I don't think
Yeah.
the drone survived.
No, and I'm really curious how he's going to get the footage back off of it, but that's to be said later.
Think he had insurance?
No.
No. I mean, if you can't
Yeah, I would've
if you
been-
can't afford long pants, you probably don't have insurance. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
you never know.
Anyway, moving on.
All right. Yeah, moving on. So 3 master's students at the Stuttgart Institute for Computational Design have come up with a new way of using drones. And basically they've reimagined the idea of a canopy that provides shade over like a commons area. And essentially the design is that this drone would be able to fly up and change the modular form of the cover
Oh, cool.
to move the shade where people are actually sitting.
Okay. So, okay. All right. So, okay.
Who's going to pilot that drone?
No, it's
It is
autonomous.
completely automated. Yeah. It's
Oh, fully
completely
automated.
Yeah.
So once you're sitting down, it kind of just puts a shade over you. It reads where you
Yeah.
are, and then it'll put shade over you.
Man, that is nice.
Isn't that nice?
That is nice that they would do such a thing.
Those nice little drones. I mean, that's a cool project, but just an idea. Umbrella? Meh, just throwing it out there. Or you can use $1 million worth of equipment. Either one.
Whatever
But it's
works
still
for you.
cool. It's still cool.
Golly.
By the way, thank you so much. Trey Edens. Keep going, guys. There we go. Thank you. Your cue, sir.
Yeah, what are you displaying there, Ken? I'm looking at your desktop, I think.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Nope.
Can you see me?
I'm not seeing.
Is
I
there-
see you.
Can you see me, Dana?
Yes.
Dana, do you
Nothing.
now see you?
Now I see just me.
And now you see just me?
Yes.
And now you see a confused Jeff who's looking at something in the past?
Yeah, I'm looking at something completely different. So anyway,
Okay.
we're gonna skip forward and
All right.
talk about the Skydio.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
You guys remember the Skydio as being considered the world's smartest drone, because of the fact that it can fly through the most ridiculously complex areas and not crash into anything.
This thing is cool,
It
man.
has like cameras all the way around the drone. Anyway, the problem with it was when it first came out that the price was ridiculous. It was like $2,999, and way out of the price range of normal Joe Public. The original R1 series have already sold off, and the new batch has been released, and they've dropped the price to $1,999 for the existing drone. To up the ante, they've also released a service developers kit, which now allows app developers to go in and start designing their own software to work with this drone and enhance its capabilities, features, and other things.
It's really cool. And it does all of that maneuvering without GPS. It does it
Yes.
all,
Really?
it does it all by itself with the sensors on board. That's really cool. If they're watching this, please send me a dozen. Thank you.
Yes. Really cool drone.
Yeah.
Okay. So, how many of you guys own boats or go out on boats?
Dana, you
Yes.
do that.
The next one's going to be right up your alley, Dana. So, Raymarine Axiom has come up with an app and some hardware that you can install in your boat that allows you to control your drone, and in this case, a Mavic Pro, from the control deck of your boat. It has all of the controls and information on the screen, has a lot of automated flight capabilities built into the software, specifically tailored toward using it with your boat and in the aquatic environment. This is a really interesting way of blending boats or any of the ships with drones, because we've seen lots of really great videos of drones flipping over the sides of boats.
That's cool, man. And it'll help you find fish.
Yes, it does. It does have some software that will assist you in fishing and other activities.
Wow. I mean, it hardly seems fair to the fish anymore, does it? I mean, you got all these fancy like laser guided fishing poles, and then you got drones off the boat. Or I'm just throwing it out there. Just go to Kroger. You can do that too. I mean, just head on down there, or you can buy sonar and all that stuff. Whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, it is fun flying off the boat. I've done it and flew around some bridges and stuff like that, and
Oh yeah.
it does make landing quite interesting in that home point is not stable.
Right, you have to use the dynamic home point, and you can reset that to where you are anchoring. And you and I, we're gonna go out in your boat before it gets too cold, right?
I hope so.
Awesome. Very quickly, let me I want to make sure I haven't missed any super chats. Mel, 400 AGL Mavic Eyes, please. And in San Fran, you're lucky he had cloths on at all. I got a new batch. Got tons of eyeballs of all flavors and sizes. Thanks to Jim Wallace, Mr. Graphic. There's a link in the description if you need some graphics. And also thank you to you went by too fast. Guns, Games, and Gadgets channel. $10 super chat. Phantom 4 eyes, please. And I'm a big fan of your content. Keep it up. Remember, if you're getting the eyes, please send me an email to remind me that you've done so, along with your address, to kenheronupload@gmail.com. And tonight, a portion of the super chat will go to Mr. Sills here to help him finish with the Heron Bird. And I think we have
Greatly
one
appreciate
more story. Do we not?
Absolutely, because you can't end the show without having some fun. A new company has come up with a way to, I guess, allow golfers to continue playing golf without having that pesky need of coming back to the main building to get their beer or their food.
Right, because that's a long cart ride, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So a golf
yeah.
course in North Dakota has come up with a way of delivering your food and your beer to you on the golf course with a drone.
How much would a cheeseburger be if you had it drone delivered? I mean, you're at a golf club. You're already paying a membership. You're already paying what? Probably $10 for that burger, and to have it flown out to you.
Yeah, the thing is that when you have that many golfers and you need that much beer, you're gonna have a lot of
Yeah,
drones.
it's
zipping all
not
over.
practical for several reasons on a golf course. Not the least of which is because people need to concentrate when they're shooting golf. It's going to be a gimmick. It won't last. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you where that needs to go. Forget the food, forget the beer. You got coolers on the carts, you can do all that. But they need the drone to go chase the ball down.
Oh, yes, with some sort of ball detecting software on it.
That's right.
Okay.
Chase that ball down.
Yeah. Very cool. Now, don't forget to go check out the wiki page that Jeff toils over. He toils over it. Tell him
And
how you
this
toil.
This week was really hard choosing the stuff for the show because there was so much content out there. So definitely go out there and look. There's a lot of really, really interesting things out there in the news.
Speaking of which, I have one more, and I want you to stick around for this, Jeff. Have you ever been to Burning Man?
I personally have not.
No? Yeah.
You know about Burning Man?
Do you know about Burning Man, Jeff?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, Burning Man is, I think it's where all the hippies gather once a year. And
all the tech heads.
It's cool. I got invited once by this girl that smelled like patchouli, and I turned her down. But here is the drone show from this year's Burning Man, and I sped it up 500 times because it just looks better that way to me. Here it is. Enjoy. I think it's something like 2,000 little drones, and it amazes me how they don't all bump into each other and fall out of the sky. Hey man, I think I just saw a bong. Did you see a bong, brah? Was it a bong, brah? They made a bong in the sky, brah. That's
And
cool.
Lots of things to read out there about Burning Man. That if you're not, you don't know about the Burning Man festival or event or whatever you want to call it, you should check out the Burning Man, because, buddy, that is one interesting deal. Right
Oh,
there.
yeah. It's like you took the city of Austin and Portland, and they had a baby, and they all got together and got drunk and stoned and played weird music that you never heard of. Good times.
Well,
I was
think-
always
I think they just walk around naked and and I said naked, not
Naked. N-E-K. Yeah, okay, I got it. All right, Jeff, thank you so much for being on tonight, sir. Appreciate it. And now I'm going to seamlessly hang up on Jeff here. Seamlessly. Bye-bye, sir. Ding.
Bye-bye.
Oh, there.
Ooh.
I kind of interrupt him in the middle of his buh.
anything seamlessly is interesting.
Yeah, it was sort of seamless. Sort of.